Virtual reality, huh?
Mm.
It's not just for funny games anymore.
Yeah.
You know, it's really amazing to step into a whole new world, right? And today we're using that immersive experience for something super practical, career exploration. That's right, we're going deep on EON Reality's enhanced career pathway simulations. These cutting-edge virtual experiences. They let you, the listener, try out different careers. It's like test driving your future, but for jobs.
And what's really cool is how EON Reality combines VR and AI. They create these like super realistic scenarios where you're not just watching, you're actually doing stuff. You're in there making decisions, solving problems, and the AI gives you personalized feedback as you go, so you learn and adjust in real time.
And this isn't something way off in the future. It's happening now. EON Reality just announced these enhanced simulations today, January 15th, 2025. They've seriously stepped up their game. They've even added new industries like renewable energy and biotechnology.
Yeah, those additions are huge because those fields are exploding right now. The job market is changing so fast. And those areas have massive growth potential. It's like you can experience working in these fields before you even decide what to study. It's like a sneak peek at your future career.
You know, the press release and the product descriptions really caught my eye. They mention how you can actually do interactive tasks in these simulations. It sounds so much more engaging than just reading about a job, you know? What kind of tasks are we talking about?
Oh, for sure. Let's say you're into renewable energy, right? You might find yourself fixing a solar panel array, or maybe you're optimizing energy output for like a virtual community, or even collaborating with a virtual team to design a whole sustainable energy system. And the cool thing is, if you mess up or hit a wall, you can just learn from it and try again.
Yeah.
It's a safe space to experiment.
So it's not just book learning. It's about putting those skills to the test. That must make learning so much more effective.
Absolutely. Hands-on learning, or experiential learning, as we call it, it leads to way deeper understanding and better retention. And that's exactly what these simulations offer.
I also noticed that they highlighted soft skills development as a key feature. It seems like they've really thought of everything. What's so special about how they've integrated soft skills into this VR environment?
That's a great question. You see soft skills like communication, teamwork, problem solving. They're becoming more and more valuable in every industry. Employers want people who not only have the technical skills, but can also work well with others, adapt to changes, and communicate clearly. And these simulations give you a fantastic way to develop those skills.
It's like a virtual rehearsal for real-world work situations.
Yeah.
You can practice those interpersonal skills without the stress of a real job interview or a team meeting with your boss. That's
Yeah,
brilliant.
exactly. And it's not just about being less anxious, it's about building confidence. When you've practiced these skills in a virtual world, you feel more prepared and self-assured when you face similar situations in real life.
They also mention that these simulations benefit not just the student, but also educational institutions, counselors, and even workforce development programs.
Yeah.
What's the bigger picture impact here?
Imagine this. Schools and colleges could offer these simulations as part of their courses. It would be a super modern way for students to explore careers and learn essential skills, and guidance counselors could use them to help students figure out their interests and strengths. And workforce development programs could use them to train people for in-demand jobs, you know, bridging the skilled gap we see in so many industries.
It sounds like they've created something that could completely change how we approach career exploration and development.
Yeah, it definitely has the potential. And what's impressive is that they've made it accessible across all sorts of devices. So it's not just for people with fancy VR headsets. You can experience these simulations on desktops and even mobile devices.
That's really important. It makes this technology available to so many more people. We're definitely entering a whole new era of career exploration. It's exciting to see how EON Reality is leading the way.
And what's really interesting to think about is how this technology might change traditional career events, like career fairs. Could we see a future where virtual career fairs powered by these simulations become the norm?
That's a fascinating thought. We're just scratching the surface here, but I'm already hooked and ready to dig deeper.
Well, there's a lot more to uncover. Let's move on to how these simulations tackle a really crucial part of getting ready for a career: building confidence. Welcome back to our deep dive into EON Reality's enhanced career pathway simulations.
We were just talking about how these simulations could revolutionize career fairs.
Yeah.
Like imagine attending a virtual career fair from your own couch,
Hi.
interacting with recruiters and experiencing simulations of different job roles.
Exactly. You could connect with companies and organizations worldwide, no travel restrictions, no need to be in a specific location. And instead of just grabbing pamphlets and business cards, you could actually get a feel for what it's like to work at a company by stepping into a virtual version of their office.
It would be so cool to try out different roles and industries all in one virtual space,
Right.
without the pressure of a real-world interview.
And here's something really interesting to consider. These simulations could also help address issues of fairness and equal access in career exploration. Not everyone has the same chances to go to traditional career fairs, connect with mentors, or get internships. But virtual reality could level the playing field. It could give everyone equal opportunities to explore their options.
I love that. It's like opening a world of possibilities for anyone with internet access. It could be so empowering for students from underrepresented backgrounds or those in rural areas who might not have the same resources as students in big cities.
Exactly. And let's not forget about adults who are thinking about switching careers or wanting to learn new skills in their current field. These simulations offer a safe and easy way to explore new paths, test out different skills, and gain the confidence they need to make a change.
It's like having a virtual career coach right there with you, guiding you through the process and letting you try things out without any real risks.
And for those who are already established in their careers, these simulations could become a valuable tool for professional development. Imagine being able to practice giving a presentation to a virtual audience, leading a team through a complex project, or even handling a difficult client interaction, all within a simulated environment where you can get instant feedback and improve your skills.
It's like a personal training simulator for your career. It helps you continuously learn and grow. But let's shift gears for a bit. We've talked a lot about the potential benefits, but are there any downsides to consider?
Of course, with any new technology, it's important to be realistic. One potential concern is that if we rely too much on virtual experiences, it could create a disconnect from the real world.
Right. We don't want to end up with a generation of people who are so comfortable in virtual environments that they struggle with real-world interactions.
Exactly. It's really important to remember that these simulations are meant to be a supplement to real-world experiences, not a replacement. They can provide valuable insights and practice opportunities, but in the end, real-world experience is still essential for developing true expertise and building strong connections.
So it's all about balance. Using these simulations as a powerful tool to enhance and support our real-world efforts in exploring and advancing our careers.
Exactly. And as this technology keeps evolving, it's important to have open conversations about its impact, both the good and the bad. We need to think about how these simulations might affect things like hiring practices, educational curricula, and even how we interact with each other.
It's such a fascinating and complex topic, but I think we've given our listener a pretty good overview of EON Reality's enhanced career pathway simulations and why they're important.
I agree. We've covered the potential benefits, the potential challenges, and the wider implications of this technology. But at the end of the day, the most important question is, what does all of this mean for the individual user?
And that's exactly what we'll discuss in the final part of our deep dive. We'll explore the personal impact of these simulations and how they can empower individuals to take control of their career journey. Welcome back to the deep dive. We've spent this episode exploring EON Reality's enhanced career pathway simulations. And now it's time to bring it all home. What does this mean for you, the listener?
We've talked about the big picture impact, but in the end, this tech, it's all about giving power to individuals. Imagine you're at a crossroads in your career, not sure what to do next. These simulations, they give you a safe space to experiment, try things out.
It's like having a career testing lab
Mm.
right there at your fingertips. You can try out different roles, industries, even different company cultures.
Mm.
And there are no real-world consequences.
Exactly. And it's not just about figuring out what you want to do. It's about developing the skills you'll need to succeed. Remember those soft skills we talked about? Teamwork, communication, problem solving. You can practice all of that in the simulations and get feedback on how you're doing.
It's like a personalized training program, but it's tailored to your career goals. It's especially helpful for those who maybe don't have mentors or connections to guide them.
That's right. These simulations, they can really make career development opportunities more accessible, regardless of your background or where you live.
And we can't forget about the simple joy of learning. These simulations, they make exploring careers fun and engaging. It's not about boring textbooks and lectures. You're actively involved in a virtual world. You're learning by actually doing stuff.
That's so important. When learning is fun, it's way more effective. And these simulations, they get that. They create these immersive, interactive experiences that feel more like a game than some kind of chore.
So it doesn't matter if you're a student just starting out, or a seasoned pro looking for a change, or just curious about different career paths. These simulations have something to offer. It's about being empowered, exploring your options, and making smart decisions about your future.
And as we wrap up this deep dive, I want to leave you with a final thought. Imagine a world where this technology is everywhere, where anyone can explore their career potential and build the skills they need to thrive. What kind of impact could that have on society as a whole?
That's a really powerful thought. A world where everyone has the tools and resources to find work that's fulfilling and meaningful. It's definitely a future worth working towards.
Absolutely. And if what you've heard today has sparked your interest and you want to learn more about EON Reality's enhanced career pathway simulations, we encourage you to check out their website. You might just find your dream career virtually.
Thanks for joining us on the deep dive. Until next time, keep exploring.